Okay, so first we're going to start off with the primer. It's the most important thing besides your actual everyday skincare. This one is the Luminizer Primer by Dr. Brandt. It is the Pores No More. I actually really do like it as far as like applying your foundation over it, and it's really nice, and it has kind of a smell to it. It's actually got a pretty good smell to it. But you can get this at Sephora. I'm not sure if you can get it at Ulta, or you can get it at the actual drbrandt.com. This is like $58. Like I said, I got it in my BoxyCharm. So I will not be buying it again because $60 for a primer is ridiculous. All right, you just want to lather that all over your face with your fingers, and now you want to go in with foundation. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation in the shade 3.5, I want to say. Yep, 3.5. So this is the All Nighter Foundation. It's not really good for oily skin. I wouldn't use it on oily skin because it will slide right off of your face. And it does oxidize a little bit, so you want to take that into account when you're buying it. You want to test it and wear it a little bit. Alright, so with this, you're just taking a damp beauty blender or beauty sponge, or you can use a foundation brush, whatever you choose. I just really like using the sponge to blend it out. There's no like harsh lines that come with the bristles from the brush. But yeah, you just blend it all over your face. Right here, I'm just doing it over my eyes too. I kind of like to like have a clean, even slate, so my face is the whole same color. So yeah, just keep blending that out. Any day now, Lindsay, come on. Any day. Jamming out right here, probably to Kendrick Lamar or Eminem. You're probably going to see a couple jam sessions. What can you do? Oh, you get another jam session right now. Nice. All right, now we're going in with the Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the shade Light Neutral, my favorite concealer ever. If you don't have Shape Tape, I highly suggest you get it. It is exclusive to Ulta, so you can get it at Ulta, or you can go to Tarte.com and get it, or Tarte Cosmetics, I'm not sure. But it is the best concealer ever. So right here, I am just putting it in a triangle underneath my eyes, and then you also want to go in a straight line on your nose, which I didn't exactly do a straight line because I was kind of jamming out like you saw. And then you put it on your chin, and then, oh man, I wish that I put my mirror in front of the camera so you could see what I'm doing here. But what I'm doing on my forehead is you want to kind of put it in like a palm tree type of shape, and really only bring it up as far as you want to like show your forehead. As you can clearly see, I have like a 10 head. So I probably shouldn't have taken it up so high. All right, now we're just going in with some setting spray. You just spray your sponge. Normally I don't do this, but it's the dewy spray, and I really wanted to like have a really glowy look since everything else I'm using is so matte. But you just spray your sponge, or you, like I said, you could use a brush, but for me a sponge works best. And what I do is you just blend it out. I blend this on top of my eyelid too. It works as a really good eyeshadow primer. A little tip too, you really don't need an actual eyeshadow primer as long as you have something really sticky on your eyelids, like foundation, concealer, anything along those lines. So yeah, you just blend it out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and skip the rest of the blending here because it kind of takes a little bit longer. You get the point of it. So next we are going to go in with a setting powder. This is the Urban Decay De-slick mattifying powder. It is a pressed powder and it is magic, let me tell you. So we're going to go back in with that same sponge. You don't have to get it wet this time. You can also go in with a big fluffy brush, but I will say that if you use a brush, it's a little bit harsher on the skin, just in my opinion. But I mean, you do you, boo. So what we're doing here is we're pressing it in. I do it all over my face, to be honest, just so that my foundation doesn't sink into my fine lines. But you really just need to do it where you don't want creasing. So like if you have like forehead wrinkles, you're going to want to press like your forehead under your eyes for sure so you don't get that creasing. And sometimes like on the side of my lips, I get creasing too, like in those smile lines. I just do it all over my face just to be safe. Also, they do have loose powders, like translucent powders, and they do have like shimmer powders. This is just a matte powder. I don't know. I didn't really have a plan when I came into this. I just kind of used whatever was right in front of me. Okay. Oh, still going, bitch. Still going. Got a lot of forehead to cover. Alright, next we are going to go in with bronzer. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer in the shade Medium Deep. Ah, yes, it smells like chocolate. If you ever see me using this bronzer, I will be smelling it. Just an FYI, it smells so good. We will be using, or I should say, will be using an It by Ulta Cosmetics brush. It is my favorite ever brush. I swear to you, it is the softest brush ever, and it has just the best handle on it. So you just want to dab into your bronzer and start at the top of your cheek so it draws the lighting back. You want the most bronzer to be at the top of your cheeks. And then you work your way down. I'm kind of just doing my own thing. I just apply it until I like it. Jamming out again. You guys, I had a party while I was doing my makeup. I swear to you, I apologize for whatever you're about to see in this video. So up again this cheek, just doing the same thing. Start at the top. I swipe it and then I kind of blot it at the top. Just to add a little extra color. Checking myself out. Okay, now on to the 10 head. Oh gosh, you guys, I'm sorry, I'm not even showing you like the proper way to do this. You usually want to start like on the sides, the corners of your foreheads, back by your eyes, and you want to concentrate the color back there. If you have a smaller forehead, you really don't need to do the line on the top of your forehead like I just did. Where I'm doing it right now is where you want to start, and you really want to focus that color, especially if you have a smaller forehead. Like I said, how I'm doing it right now at the top of my forehead is not necessary at all. It's just if you want to kind of cover up the like 10-headedness, then that's where you put it. Alright, and you really want to work it up into your hairline. It looks like I have like a lot of whiteness showing by my hairline, but I promise you it doesn't look like that in person. Yep, so really blend it into that hairline. Crazy eyes, what was that? Okay, next we are going in with the blush. This looks like the last brush that I used, but this has more of an angle to it. I was going to say, why am I checking out my brush? But I was struggling to get the blush open. So this I actually just got at my BoxyCharm. I love it. It is my favorite. It is by Pretty Vulgar. It is kind of like a pinkish purple. It is called Hush Blush, shade 18. Oh, I love it so much. So this is the opposite of the contour. So you want, well, okay, the blush, I didn't really contour, sorry. But you want to start at the bottom of your cheeks, the apples of your cheeks, and work the product back. So you want the most product on the front of your cheeks, where you see me applying it right now. And just really blend it back into your con. Gosh, I was checking myself out so much because I just love the blush. I'm sorry. Jam session, hey. I think I was actually listening to Tech 9 now that I think about it, so you might see a couple more in the next like 2 minutes. Okay, the blush is done. That was pretty quick. Now we're moving on to the brows. I will try to cut some of the brows out because all you really do is just make flicks and just fill in that shape. My brows need to be done really bad. Yeah, there's no excuse for it. They need to be done. So right here, you pretty much just start at the inner corner of the brow and just kind of fill it in. I don't really need to fill a shape in. I just have some sparse areas. So that's why I like filling them in. I don't have the thickness, obviously. But yeah, so you get the gist of it. There's so many brow pencils. Oh, I should probably mention this is the Brow Power. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. I got it in my BoxyCharm. It is in the shade Universal Taupe, and I am actually in the market for a new brow pencil, so throw them my way if you have a brow pencil that you are just obsessed with. I know that there's like the Anastasia Dip Brow, but I was not trying to spend like $20 on the product and then another $20 on the brush when I could just get my brow gel for like $20 and be good to go for quite a while. Well, I know I said I was going to skip past it, but I decided to babble. So we are done with the brows pretty much, except for the brow gel. I always put brow gel over it. This is the Benefit Gimme Brow. I think that's what it was it? Oh, I didn't even notice. Yeah, I think it was the Gimme Brow. I'm not sure what shade it is. I'm not sure. I want to say it's like ash or something like that. But so this one, I love teaching people how to do it because it's like, oh my God, it's so easy. All you do is you start off in the inner corner again and you just put it on your eyebrows like you're putting on mascara. And then you go back on the outer corner of your brows and kind of do it the opposite way. It looks crazy. Trust me, I know it looks so crazy. And now what I'm doing is I'm going back and you're smoothing it out into the shape that you want. And your brows are going to feel really wet and sticky. Just kind of like air them out, fan them out, whatever you got to do. All right, brows are done. Oh, maybe not. God, Lindsay. All right, next is my favorite part. It's the eyeshadow, a little jam session right here. Hey, Tech9. Okay. So we're going to be going in with this white shade right here. It's called Dazzleite. It is my absolute favorite now. Thank you, Jaclyn Hill, girl. If you do not follow Jaclyn Hill, you absolutely have to. She is a goddess. So we're just putting that Dazzleite with kind of a thinner, kind of a stiffer brush. You can pretty much use whatever you want to apply it. I just like this brush because it's so easy to like do it precisely. And I think this was just like a cheap one from Walmart. But yeah, you just want to hit that underneath the brow bone. And it's a really shimmery sheer color. It shows up pretty well though. Now you want to go in with this. This is soft brown. You want to use a flat shader brush. And I use kind of a stiffer one just so I could have more pigment to it. I love my browns. And this one I actually just bought. I just bought this whole palette too. I'm just obsessed with it. If you saw my pictures from a couple days ago with like the darker, like smoky eye, all four of these colors are actually what I used. So yeah, with the soft brown, you just really want to put it all over your lid. Don't take it up into the crease because we're going to do a different color for that, which I need to find what I did with that palette so I can tell you what color it is. But yeah, so this is Soft Brown by MAC. One of the best ever crease colors. I promise you that. All right, just pack it on in there and don't really worry about blending it out too much right now at this point, just for the fact that we're going to blend it out with our crease color. Oh, and I make a lot of funny faces when I'm doing my eyeshadow, so just ignore it. Just focus on the eyes. Just focus on the color. Okay, a little bit of fallout right there, but that's okay. Jamming out. Now we are going to go in with our pure, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, it's pure or pur, I don't know, Soiree Diaries. It's what I got in my BoxyCharm. We're going to go in with the color Splurge. Love this color. And for this, you want to go in with a big fluffy brush because you're going to buff it out into your crease. And you want to pack the most color on in your outer corner and then work it in windshield wiper motions across the crease. And I really take it deep in with this just because it's such a light color and I'm not really doing anything too drastic, so why not go all out with it? Alright, so yep, you just take that brush, go back and forth, and you can do like circular motions to buff it out on the outer crease. I kind of just do my own thing like you've noticed. Okay, now that we've got both eyes done, I just kind of skipped ahead on the other eye because you get the point of it. You're going to go back in with that same flat shader brush that you used with your soft brown the first time, and you're going to pick it up again, and you can't really see what I'm doing just because my mirror is at such a weird angle. But what I'm doing is I'm going on my lower lash line right below the lashes, And I'm taking the soft brown and I'm starting from the outer corner, focusing the most color at the outer corner, and I'm working it all the way in my crease, all the way to the end. Normally, if you're doing a darker color, you only want to do maybe about halfway, maybe a little bit more, and you really want to make sure you blend. If you're doing like an actual smoky eye with multiple colors and you're trying to do the contrast where it's darker on the outside and lighter on the inside, you want to do in your inner like crease, your bottom crease, you want to do like the lighter color, and then on your outer crease you want to do the darker color and blend them together. But I'm just doing soft brown because I wanted more of a subtle like everyday look today. So flipping the mirror over so I can see better. Bitch gotta see. And we're just doing the other eye. Same thing. It seems like you're blending forever. Like a lot of people really just want to go doot doot, done. But you really want to blend it in so there's no harsh lines. Just blending it in. Just blend, blend, blend. That is the key to everything. It's just blend. When in doubt, blend it out. Okay. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to go in with eyeliner. I am using just this cheap brush. It is a stiff, synthetic, angled liner brush. And I'm using Maybelline Eye Studio in the shade Blackest Black. I actually just got it. It's waterproof and it is absolutely amazing. It's so much easier than using an actual pencil. So what I do is this is so boring, I'm going to see if I can just cut it right out. But all you do is pretty much dip it in and go to town. Do your liner how you want to do it. I don't do wings because I suck at them. Maybe I'll learn how to do them. I kind of want to learn how to do them. But you just go right along your lash line. You can make the line as thick as you want. I try to do it like medium thick just because I don't want to close my eyes and like take away from all the eyeshadow that I just did. But you can do it however you want to do it, of course. Okay, now that the eyeliner is all done, we are going to take a very small brush, just the smallest, stiffest brush you can, and pick up that Dazzleite again. The reason that you want to do a stiff brush is just so you can really concentrate that color without so much fallout. I usually tap off the excess color and just kind of go to town, and you can do this many times as you want. Make it as bright as you want. And I know you can't really see it on the camera right now, but when you do this, it really makes your eyes pop, especially if you're using darker colors. I just love it. And I'm using a little bit on my inner rim too, just to really make my eyes pop. Okay, next is one of my absolute favorite parts of makeup too. It is highlighting time, bitches. Okay, so we are going in with Becca Prosecco Pop. Oh, I love this highlighter. I don't know what I was doing. Oh my god, ignore me. It was early in the morning. Okay, so we are going in with this color. It is like a goldish, like pinkish, like just everything you could ever want in a highlighter. I love it so much. I'm using a fan brush, but you can use an angled brush. You can use whatever your heart desires. I'm just using this for right now. I use kind of like a smaller angular brush, just kind of like the blush brush, but smaller. I use that sometimes, but for now, I'm just going to use the fan brush. So you want to start and just highlight wherever the light hits you the most. So like usually the high points of your cheekbones, and I take it all the way in. And then when I have a little bit of product on my brush, not a whole lot, I take it underneath my eyes in that triangle where we concealed it earlier with the Shape Tape. Just because it draws the attention more towards the eyes and makes them pop more, which I really wanted with this look because my eyes were so dark. I really just wanted to brighten it up. So you have just highlight however you want to highlight. There's literally no rules. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you have too much highlight. If they tell you have too much highlight, literally just turn your face towards the sun and blind them. Who asks their opinion? Anyways, I go above my eyebrow and I go on my chin and straight down my nose. And then we've already got the highlight from the Dazzleite underneath the eyebrows. Otherwise, I use highlighter in the same shade underneath my brows. But since we have the Dazzleite, I'm skipping that today. Nope. Missed a spot blending. Anyways, so for highlighter, some people highlight the middle of their forehead, but like I said, because I have such a higher forehead, I really don't want to attract it, and I get oily really badly in like my T-zone, so I really want to attract it away from that. There's no really like method to my madness really when it comes to highlighting. I just kind of highlight where I feel like it looks good. You do what you want to do. Now we're going in with that NYX Dewy Finish Spray, and we are just going to spray the hell out of our face. And I do this before I do mascara, because if I put it on after I do mascara, I feel like the mascara just drips down my face, and it is not a good time. Alright. There's what the product looks like. It's like $8 at Target, or you can get it at Ulta. You can get it wherever. It's so nice. And then this that I just showed you is the Benefit theyre Real Lash Primer. It is a tinted lash primer. It's kind of like a mink brown. It is bomb. So what I do with that is I put mascara, I put that on my bottom lashes, because when you're doing the eyeshadow on your bottom lashes, it gets all over them and kind of like distracts away from it and kind of looks weird. You really don't have to do this step, but I do it just because I don't like how the eyeshadow looks on my lashes. I mean, who does? But yeah, so I coat my bottom lashes with just that, not mascara, because I feel like, again, the mascara will drip. And then I also do my top lashes with the lash primer. Always prime your lashes. If you don't want it to drip all over, prime your lashes. I use this, and then I also use, I want to say Smashbox not Photo Finish. What is it? I have it right here. Smashbox. Oh yeah, it is Photo Finish Lash Primer. It's very white, but I promise you it covers up easily. So yeah, just I prime my lashes like it's going out of style, like it's like the mascara itself. I just go to town with it. You don't have to. You can just put a single layer on and you're good to go. I pile that crap on. Okay, next we are going to go in with the actual mascara. This is the Lancôme Hypnose Drama. I love me some Hypnose Drama. And don't ask why, but I always go in with 2 mascaras. So you're going to see the next mascara coming up in just a second. I'm using this and the Double Decker Lashes. I don't know why. I'm just never satisfied with only putting 1 on. I'm going to kind of go through the lashes pretty quickly, because you don't need me to tell you how to do your mascara. You should know how to do it. I mean, if you want me to show you, I will, but you should know how to do it. Okay, here's that second mascara I was telling you about. We're just going to kind of skip ahead on this one, but it is the Double Decker Lashes. I just got it in my BoxyCharm, I want to say, and I actually really like it so far. All right, now we are going to go in with the NYX Butter Gloss, which normally I do not wear glosses, but I like this one. It's very smooth and creamy. I really like it. It is in the shade Creme Brulee. And then obviously you just put on your lips and you are good to go. You can line your lips if you want to. I don't, because why make a mess when we're in a rush, right? And that pretty much completes the look. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. If you guys want me to do some type of another video, just let me know again too. I'd love to do it. This was fun.